Hello. It is what most people would call Christmas Eve here in America on the East Coast. And I probably won't be doing anything tomorrow. Maybe I'll make another video, but obviously this time of year, people are getting together, doing Christmas holidays where they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, Christian figure, or of the Christian religion. And it's kind of, everything doesn't make sense to me. Well, because I've been going over certain things that have happened this past year, and even just what people do or are avoiding to say and talk about. And I also kind of I've concluded based off of what happened and the evidence and facts, is a lot of people showed me who they really were. Whether I was down or up, or they really did. They really did. They showed me how cowardly they really are, how unwilling to think, how easily they will follow orders to a dying, decaying, evil, corrupted, mind-controlling, literally targets children and innocent type of system. And they are not only programmed this, but they are addicted to it. They are neurologically addicted to that type of way, that type of living. And they know something's wrong. They can pretend to hear what you're saying when you try and converse with them, but in the end, they're not your friends. They are lost souls that don't know what they're doing most of the time. No, most of them do know, but they don't know why they're doing it. They know that they're socially engineered and programmed to obey orders and respect authoritative figures, whether those orders are corrupted or not. And I'll even go into just marriage systems, like people will stay together based off of that they solely believe that if you marry someone, even how bad it gets, you aren't supposed to. I don't know. It's kind of like busting their ego or their core belief. If you're supposed to stay with that person, even if you're completely opposite directions in life, not getting along, just can't work it out. And then a friend will come in and say, hey, this isn't you guys are, they'll say the truth. They'll say what's not being said. And they'll say oh yeah, well, we're working through it. And even though they've been working through it for how many years now, but they'll just continue on with their bullshit. Nothing changes. So, and government too. Everybody that is utilizing a Federal Reserve note is a part of the government. You're part of the banking system, which is literally handled by the federal government, which is separate but somewhat connected to the Treasury. You can go on my other post about where I talk about the true system and Commander-in-Chief Russell J. Gould's technology of quantum grammar, and how basically every single document is basically 99.9% of the time is grammar fraud. So people don't even know how to write fact on paperwork. And this is in the courts, this is government, even on their dollar bill. Everything within a box is null and void. It's in an enclosed area, not to be considered. It means nothing. That's why the letters on the dollar bill are in a box. They put a box on paperwork. It's not an outline, it's literally a box where it's not a frame either. So yeah, I don't want this to be too negative of a video. It's just a fact-based video. I was like, wow, a lot of people showed me who they really were. Even my best friend and my sister. Like, or just the willingness to communicate and not communicate. Just no consideration. And that, I mean, I guess it was another blessing in disguise, where I've seen just how much I do not matter to other people, where I thought that I did, but I don't. So, and I mean, I could feel sad and feel a victim about that, but I don't, because I know that they fucked up, not me. And I'm not trying to be like egotistical about it. I'm just like, wow, because I would have done the complete opposite for them. So it was a blessing in disguise, because I can put that energy where it deserves to go, which is the truth and the truth-based system, and systems that actually work and are for people on the planet. They're not designed to take or steal or manipulate you or children in any way. They're designed for people to be competent and accountable and loving and caring and be able to share commerce and shit and stuff. And then I've also had to come to the conclusion, yeah, we're still running across a huge mind control operation that's been going on for how long? Since probably the 1920s. And it's gotten so fucking crazy. Like, I grew up with the idea that Israel was the Holy Land, and they didn't put that in the books until after they completely, like, genocided a bunch of people in 1948 and 1947. It's called the Nakba, and they basically took all the indigenous people on Palestinian land, and they basically massacred them, stripped them of their territory, of their homes, threw them in like a little spot called the West Bank or whatever, and then they had all the Jews and put them there. This is all under British rule. They don't rule anything. It's just they think that they do. People think that they are some authority, but they're malicious vipers in that way. I mean, America didn't fucking, in the 1700s, we didn't want to be controlled and like butt fucked by them for a reason. But took the Jews from after leftover from World War II or whatever, carved out this area, literally carved it out in the skin and blood of people, threw them from their home and their lands and completely genocided them, and then put the Jews there, and then they called it Israel. And that was then put in Bibles. And like, it was put in history books, and we give them, like, the US, former US, gives them, Biden today gives them a bunch of money to literally bomb and kill the Palestinians that are left over in West Bank and Gaza and other smaller parts. Just completely terrorize the land. It's literally a Holocaust going on. But people want to celebrate Christmas and be like, oh, yay, Israel, baby Jesus. What? You guys, the whole world is literally watching this fucking psychopath and Israel destroy and bomb the area where Jesus grew up and essentially did all of his teachings. But yet you want to celebrate Christmas? Get the fuck out of here. I've completely had to cut off a certain part of my energy and my heart to that, because it's not real. Or, I mean, they're out of their minds. What's going on is very, very real, it's just, I've had to set a boundary as to how much I can handle it, because I would just be punching a bunch of people in the face, interacting with them when certain subjects come up. So I actually feel pretty good about 2025. I feel like it's going to be a fucking great year, because now that it's kind of like I shook off a bunch of that old stuff, that people and energy that have been kind of hanging around since 2020 and not going away. Now it's crystal clear. It's getting shoved off. You can't fucking come into my shit. That's what it feels like to me. That's what I feel like 2025 is going to be. And it's going to be like, how much I've gotten bulldozed and innocent people have gotten bulldozed, that's how I'm going to go straight through 2025. And if you are a fucking retard who has stabbed me in the back, or has been, just unnecessarily stupid or mean to, or evil to me or other innocent people, you are just, I don't even have to bulldoze you. You're just going to fall away into your own bullshit of realization. Oh yeah, I fucked up this entire time. I've been a fucking dumbass bitch, and I've been fucking inconsiderate. So yeah, happy Christmas Eve or whatever. We're still in the dark. We're heading into the light. So peace out. That's all I got to say about that.